Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and as you can see, well, we have a sunrise on the horizon. Okay, so we've got a bunch of stuff to get done today. Made a few changes to the base. Let's turn the light on so you can actually see what's going on around here. But yeah, we have to get started, so let's go. Alright, so happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic week. And, you know, the holiday has been, well, whatever holiday you may be celebrating, or no holiday at all. Oh, hopefully it's all been good. So, yeah. What we're going to do today is, well, let me show you what we have done. So, earlier this week we built this thing. We then built this mess down here, and off camera I went ahead and built just a couple of assemblers and, you know, fully kitted them out for speed modules. Now I do have these set to assist. One of the things that has been changed in Space Engineers, for those who have not played in a while or haven't been keeping an eye on the patch notes, a couple of months back, I don't know, maybe like July or so, when they pushed the huge update back out, or the new update out, they actually changed a few things as far as the assemblers are concerned. Excuse me. So cooperative mode now actually works. As long as they're on the same grid, they'll work together. So yeah, we basically have it passing through here. The first two assemblers, number 1 and number 2 here, they actually operate as our master's system. So if I need something, I throw it in one. If one's busy, then I go to the second one. And these guys will all assist them. So it allows me to produce things really, really quickly. Let me show you just how quickly. As long as we have resources, that's all that matters. I'm going to need more of these anyway. So we're going to go, oh no, let's go like 10K, right? Watch how fast this stuff goes. So we're already down 1K. Oh, such a great day. So yeah, if you come down here, you can take a look and you see them all just burning through it really quickly, which is nice because it means we can actually start mass producing the parts that we're going to need once we're done with what we're doing today. So we were talking earlier this week about building something that we can stick that little barnacle onto, and we want to have it set up so that it'll basically, you'll be able to have, like, say 4 or even 6 of these things on them. But in order to have that, we have to make those first. Well, we have to make the ship that it's going to attach to. So what I want to do today is we're going to go ahead and take this thing off. We might run out of blocks or space. All right, so this is, how far out are you? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just getting some of the steel plates out of our inventory there so we can come over here and take this beast apart. There we go. And now the reason I did that is because we're going to come over here and we're going to add, let's go this way with it. We're going to add a bob. Why? Because we can. Alright. And we have parts for this. Let's go ahead and get that off our hot bar there. And we'll show you why we're going to do this. Basically what I'm doing is building a shipyard. Well, I should say a fabrication platform would probably be the better way of saying it. Oh, let's see here. This is going to be So if you remember when we first started building this thing, I said that some of this stuff was temporary, some of it was going to become permanent, and some of it was going to do other things. Well, that's one of the other things right there. Now that connector is probably going to come off, and I'll end up putting something in a little bit closer so that it's flush with the surface here. But because of the fact that these pieces, actually, no, this should be on, yeah, should be grid compatible, actually. We'll find out here shortly. Alright. And then we're going to come back and we're going to fill this all in here. And I am leaving things unpainted so you can see when I do work off camera what changes. And then what we'll do is at the end of each of the sessions, moving forward as we move through everything, we're going to go ahead and start painting all of this. So that way when you come back, if you see something that isn't painted, you know that's something I worked on off camera. There we go. Alright, so let's go and get the last couple of these in. We're going to let Bob weld those up for us. And we did what, 3 of that? 3 wide? 2, 3, 4 wide. I don't know if I'm going to go 4 wide on this actually. Maybe. That might work. We'll try it. Worst happens is I don't like it and we take it out, right? Oh, no. We need that first, okay. And then we do that. All right. Okay. So that gets us the beginnings of our assembly area. So we know Bob's going to reach out here. That's not the problem. Okay, so we've got 3, so 7. So you are our center line. That's what, 3, 4. So we go 5, 6. Yes, that should work rather nicely. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna pull a little quick con here. And now we take this thing apart. Mainly because we can. And we want... Oh, what am I looking for? I'm looking for conveyor blocks. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a little dog leg in this thing and have it kick back up here so that the connector, this little beastie, oh, nope, this little beastie, yes, we want that to sit flush here. And so now what we'll do is we'll have you guys come around like so. Have you guys kick around like that. And then that lets us be able to connect into it. So now when we have vehicles dropping stuff off, they'll be able to drop off here, or we'll have it also extend out on the front here. And then this one can serve dual purpose. But basically what this will allow us to do is to have multiple ways of hooking ships up, because we do have, you know, the big shuttle, which will hang off the edge of that thing. And then we have the smaller shuttle, which actually has its connector Also on the back. Some of my ships have bottom connectors. I don't remember which ones. I know, it's horrible, right? Oh, alright. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this stuff in here. I have to say, it's been a long week. My, where I work has been busier than normal. Don't know one more here. I don't know if I want to continue there. Let's go. Because we could do something like this. But I don't think I like that. Let's take that out. We'll leave it like it is for now. I think what we will do is we'll continue that line that we had on the other side here. And then that just allows us to carry it through as a theme there a little bit. Now, the idea of this is that if you have something like, say, that shuttle, but with a bottom connector, this gives you areas, gives you clearance on both sides to have thrusters for downwards thrust, so it doesn't burn your landing bay. But you'll still be able to have a center-lined landing gear or some form of attachment device that will allow you to still connect to this thing. So even if you're not attached by a connector, you'll still be able to park a ship on it. And then the rest of this is, you know, basically what it's being used for. Big platform. Okay, so we got that, we have that, and we have this. Now I want to clean this up a little bit. Tell you what, let's see what we got for blocks. So if we go... Let's try that. Oh, I don't know. Can we get away with that? Maybe. We'll see what that looks like here in a second. And we're going to come over here and we're going to do the same thing. And basically it's just set dressing. It's not really for anything other than, you know, having a little bit of fun with it. All right. Yeah, it should work. Let's see. Let me know what you think. I might need to... Well, and I guess it works like that because that makes it a consistent line. Okay. It works for now. Gives us something else to look at while we're down there, right? Alright, so that gets us our lower connector, our upper connector, and the area here. We'll go ahead and... Let's go ahead and configure this guy. What is this? You are going to be... Okay. We're going to set you to help others build new. We want you in fly mode. We want you in well beat for grind. You are going to be the ugly shade of pink. We do not want you collecting anything. Well, we do want it collecting things, but just not the stuff that we're placing there, at least not yet. Grind to disable. Yeah, it's grind to hack. Wanted to do that. Grind priority, we don't care. Smallest grid first, we don't care. We're going to disable its ability to pull stone and gravel because, well, we've got plenty of that. Push immediately and drop your audio down to 10%. Why? Because we only need one thing making annoying sounds, and you've already got me, so alright. Okay, so that should be everything. Now, what we will need to do is something that I was trying not to do. Alright, so this guy basically is just really helping weld. He's not doing anything because this is effectively a one direction pipe here. Because if you remember, if we track that all the way back down, let's try it that way. There you go. So it comes in through there, comes up to here, hits this little connector area, and the only way it can really push anything is down through the bob here. Alright. Actually, no, it can pull parts. It can pull, yeah. Ha ha ha. Look at that. Problem solved without having to solve it. See? I outthought myself. Oh. Have a nice, cool, refreshing root beer. Root beer. Oh, okay. So, yeah, actually, he should be able to pull parts. He can't pull ore, obviously, which is good. We don't want him to. So, yeah, he can only pull processed materials and parts. Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and get back up here, because what we want to do is we want to get a landing gear, and what we're going to do here, what we have here is a failure to landing gear. So we're going to go like so. Looks like it's attached. Well, if it wasn't, it is now. Thanks, Bob. Forgot to turn Bob's off. It's okay. Because what we're going to do here is we're going to go... Let's go ahead and find all of our build and repairs. Turn those off. I know those guys are turned off and we're too far away for everybody else. Okay, that should be good. Now we want something that's big enough to house these. And so I'm thinking we're gonna do something like, let's go up 3. How many do you think we need? Why am I seeing... I saw sparks. No Bob. You were turned off. You were turned off. I think somebody's messing with me. Alright. Alright, so what I'm thinking here is we're going to go ahead and get rid of those. We're going to grab large cargo. And then the idea is that we will set this thing up. Let's go on to do that. We do that. Okay. One of the bobs up here has to be. Oh, there we go. That works. Yeah, see? Large shuttle bobs are still on. There we go. Alright. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we've got this really cool thing, and we need to be able to attach it to that really cool thing. Oh, so we want 1, 2. So it's 5, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4. Effectively 5 by 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a few of these. You know what? I'm tempted. We're going to put one in because we need a location that we can hook up, and that's one of the reasons why we've got that there. But we want to be able to hook up the drills, and I think that may do very nicely. Okay. And we're grab a connector really quick. Throw that beast on there. Alright, now we said this thing is 5 by 5, right? Which means it needs to be able to fit effectively within that area. Which means we're going to have to probably do a little bit of a redesign on the Igor. And yes, I did name him Igor. Alright, so that's 2 on this side, that's 2 there, so you're going to come out one more. Two, so you're coming out this way. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure Bob was not actively working. Is that I want to make sure we have everything that we really need before Bob comes in and starts welding over everything. Hey, come here, you. Damn it. Alright. Now, I'm not going to leave this as a solid block. I mean, I could. I wouldn't be overly opposed to it. But I would like to not have just a giant flying cube. It wouldn't be the first time I built one, but we is sophisticated around here. Alright. Now what's funny is that because of the way I've done this, the area inside there is technically airtight. It will hold an atmosphere. Right. Once it's welded up, obviously. Right. Okay, so that gives me an idea. And you are directly up against... So we do... You know what? So if we just go ahead and do that. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and drop that out. Let's grab conveyors really quick. We're going to put a conveyor block in there. So we got connector, connector. Yeah, we'll do one here. Alright. Okay, so we have a cube. We have cubed. Alright. I do apologize if I sound a little more, a little different tonight. I am still under the weather, unfortunately. I'm feeling better, just still not 100% of where I'd like to be at this point. And now the catch that we run into is having enough space in here for everything to connect. And at the same point, we'll worry about skin later. Alright, so we got that, we got that. And I think we're actually going to do this a little differently. There we go. And since we put the O2 generator in like that, that means we can put the cockpit right directly on it. See? Panda does have ideas sometimes. Okay. Oh, let's see. Do I want that connector there? I don't know. Alright. So, I think we're going to go ahead and call this one here. Like I said, I am not feeling very well, unfortunately. And we are almost a half hour in, so, you know, not too bad. Oh, all right, so I think what we'll do is when we come back next time, I should have a little bit more of an idea of what I'm looking for on this thing. We're going to add thrusters to it. We need to put a gyro in here, and we'll need to skin this up a little bit. And what I'm thinking is that this is just going to be one module. What I mean by that is that this will be where the a couple of the Igors will connect to, and this thing itself will be connected to more of a ship. So basically, you'd be able to drop this thing with the Igors. Go do what you need to do. If you really need to, you can separate the Igor, have them go do some very quick mining, come back, unload, and rinse and repeat. You know, or they'll be able to operate independently. So you'd be able to post this little storage box up someplace with these guys attached, and you know, like say in the middle of an asteroid, get a couple of your buddies together, and you can have the asteroid gone in a matter of minutes. All right, yeah, I am going to get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to be kept up on the latest going on around here, not only can you hit that little bell button down there next to the subscribe, that'll help keep you up to date. You can also join us over on the either on the Discord server. Links will be down in the description, or over on Twitter. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a fabulous weekend. Happy holidays to you and yours. May they be happy and safe. And we'll see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Okay, so now we have to figure out something to plug this into.